If you're tired of creating YouTube community polls that barely get any votes, then you landed on the right video because I'm going to share with you step by step exactly how to create polls that actually get your audience to respond. Let's get into the content. All right, so first we're going to go over the 3 most important core concepts when it comes to getting more votes on your polls. And then after that, I'm going to show you how you will never run out of ideas again when it comes to poll questions. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. So as you can see right here, it says the first tip is to keep it relevant. Now, this is so important. Anytime you start a YouTube channel, anytime you're starting anything, you always want to make sure that you got your target audience, which is important. But if you start to put out content or put out questions that are not related to that target audience, then they're not going to respond to it. So the biggest tip that I'll give you is to make sure that what you talk about on your channel is the same type of questions that you're going to be throwing out to your audience. And then at that point, it's going to make them actually respond more. Now, I know you probably just said in your head, if you watch a lot of big YouTubers, you may notice that in their posts, they're asking questions that are not that related to what they do. And what I'll say to that is that they built much of a larger audience and more, rapport with their audience. So they feel like they can actually ask those questions, right? And so that's why they're able to do it. And then you'll see like a whole bunch of votes on their stuff. But for you, I recommend just, sticking with whatever it is that you're talking about on your channel. And then as you start to grow bigger, then you can start to experiment. All right. So the next tip that I'll share with you is to promote your polls. Now, let me know down below in the comments if you actually knew that there was a link to each and every single one of your community posts. Let me know down below. Now, I'm gonna actually show you exactly where that is. So I'm gonna go into my YouTube studio. I'm gonna click on analytics, and then I'm gonna click on content. And then right here where it say post, I'm gonna click on that. And then right here where it says poll, when I click on that, you can see all of my polls, right? Now, if I click on any one of these polls, you're going to see right here, there's the link, and I can just go ahead and hit copy and post link. Now, this is going to be like if you're doing like Facebook, or if you're doing Twitter or Pinterest or any other platform, you can start to leverage this particular link on those platforms. But here's my advice. I don't recommend that you put it on another platform if the topic that you talk about on your YouTube channel is not the same topics that you're talking about on that other platform. Hopefully that part right there makes sense because it's super important. All right, so let's go back over here to the Google document. Now let's go to this example post. So basically what I did is I just kind of gave you an example of how you could structure the post. This is obviously not exactly what you want to use, but it's just giving you an idea. So it says calling all, and then you fill in your target audience, right? So if it's affiliate marketers, you put affiliate marketers, or if it's digital marketers or whoever it is, just put that in there. And then it says we want to know what you think about topic of poll, and then to participate in a poll, that's when you can give them a call to action. Like let's say for instance we on Facebook, then you could put the link in the comments, because if you're familiar with Facebook, then you know that they don't like links, right? So if you put it in the comments, you have a better chance of your posts not being limited. All right, so let's go on to the next tip. Engage with your viewers. Now, you did all the work to, create the community post. You also did the work to, put it out there on other platforms and have it on YouTube. But now you got to actually respond to the comments that's going to actually be showing up on your community post, right? Now, obviously, your goal in this video, by watching this video is to actually get more votes. But you're going to have some people that actually comment, especially after I show you how to actually create these questions and these answers for your particular polls. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna actually show you how to come up with unlimited ideas to actually start putting out there on your YouTube community posts. All right, so what I broke down with the core concepts was very important, but once I show you this, you're gonna realize like, man, I could save a whole bunch of time. All right, so let's go ahead and get right into it. So I wanna go ahead and introduce you to the YouTube Community Tab Poll Generator. It's a super powerful system that I pretty much put together, and we're gonna be using a tool called ChatGPT. So ChatGPT is an AI content writer that you can talk to like a human, and it'll knock out a whole bunch of the tasks that you need to get done as a content creator for you, okay? So you kind of got an idea of how you're gonna be able to save time, but I'm gonna show you how these prompts work. All right, so back over here to the prompts. So as I was going through, I'm always trying to figure out how I can help my audience the best and help them save time. So what I did was I started putting certain prompts into ChatGPT to see what it would actually spit out for me. So this is actually one of the prompts right here that I came up with. Give me a list of questions to ask my audience who are, and then you go ahead and fill in who your target audience is. So basically how this will work, let me actually go over to ChatGPT and we're gonna see exactly how it rolls. All right, so I'm gonna paste this in there like this. I'm gonna go ahead and move me out of the way so you can kind of see how things are gonna work. And then what we're gonna do is we're just gonna type in a random target audience. So I'm gonna say to ask my audience who are guitar players. All right, so we're gonna use something a little bit different. All right, so now you're gonna see, let me go ahead and move me back down a little bit. You might notice I might move me around a little bit. All right, so check it out. So it says, what's your favorite style of music to play on the guitar? So if I had an audience who played the guitar a lot, that would be a very, very targeted question, right? How long have you been playing the guitar? Do you have a favorite guitar brand or model? Have you taken any guitar lessons? So you see how it's tailoring it based on the audience. It's generating us some questions. Now, the method I'm showing you right now is more the manual method where you're doing it step by step, asking it questions. I'm gonna give you some prompts that's gonna help you generate everything that you need just all in one prompt, all right? All right, so let's say, for instance, I wanted to take this question right here. How long have you been playing the guitar? What I could do is I could say, okay, give me some poll answers for number 2. And then I'll hit enter and then watch. It's gonna start generating me some poll answers based on, let me go ahead and move me up again. You can see it right there. 1 to 2 years, 2 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years, over 10 years. So I went from question, then I asked it to generate me some poll answers. So now all I would have to do is go over to my YouTube channel, post the question that they gave me here. And then if I'm doing like a text poll, then I could just go in here and then take these answers that they just generated for me and just go ahead and paste it right over here in the add option box, just like this. So you can see how you could be able to save a bunch of time being able to just generate these and set these out for an entire week or 2 weeks or however long you want to do it, right? Super powerful stuff. Now that's the step-by-step method. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to the other prompts so you can understand how they work. So you can see right here it says, give me a list of questions to ask my audience who are target audience and make them for a poll and provide answers for those polls. So I'm gonna go ahead and paste this one right over into the tool and we're gonna watch it do work. All right, so let's go ahead and put the target audience in there real quick. We're just gonna keep the guitar thing going and make them a poll. All right, so let's go ahead and, let it do what it do. All right, so it's going ahead and it's doing this thing, who are guitar players, along with possible poll answers. So what's your favorite style of music to play on the guitar? Automatically generating the poll answers for us, so we could literally, once again, just go ahead and paste the question, go ahead and paste the answers over there. I realized I could just go ahead and schedule out a whole bunch of stuff and then start to save a bunch of time. As I always talk about, as a content creator, we have to preserve the little bit of time that we have, because some of us are actually working jobs, some of us are actually full business owners, some of us are moms, dads, and so on and so on. And with tools like this, you're able to just get that done. And then when it comes to videos, you can also use this for your videos. And I started to already do some videos showing you how to use this tool to be able to make your stuff, a lot more smooth. All right, so you can see it generated a whole lot of stuff for us. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the last poll. The last poll generator is based on what you want to talk about that's specific in your niche, because that just generated a whole bunch of questions. But let's say, for instance, and I'm gonna switch up the target audience to show you what I mean. Now for the topic, I'm gonna put video editing to kind of show you how it goes. Now I'm gonna put the target audience and then I'm gonna put the topic within that target audience. All right, so I'm gonna put YouTube content creators and make them a poll and provide answers for the polls and make them about video editing. So let's say I don't want everything within the niche, I want something specific in the niche. That's what this generator is for. And then I just go like this, and then now it's gonna tailor all of the stuff around video editing questions that they can answer to. What video editing software do you use? Adobe, Final Cut, Avid, DaVinci Resolve. And then I like to do this right here, other, please specify. So then you can get your audience to actually start responding with their own responses so they can feel like they're a part of this whole thing. But you can see how powerful this is to have a tool like this that's going to save you a bunch of time. Now that you know how to get more votes on your polls, the next step is to start scheduling your polls out so you can save a bunch of time. So I want you to watch this video next, because it's going to show you step by step exactly how to get that done. See you over there.